All right, so Nigel, I have to ask you, how did you guys make that tough decision, and why did you keep who you kept and got rid of who you got rid of tonight?
Yeah, well, I spoke all day with the choreographers. We judged them on what we remember them from Vegas, on what they did last week, on what they're doing this week, and it wasn't just on their solos. If they'd have had an outstanding solo, that may have contributed to our thoughts. But I didn't think any one of them did a great solo tonight. Carlos danced well. Brittany danced well in her genre, but we didn't want to lose Mariah. Stacey said how great Mariah was this week, and we can't lose her, and fought for her. Mackenzie, we all believe, is a star, so that just left Brittany. As much as we love Brittany, somebody has to go. With Jade, he's so unique, we decided to give him the break. Although what he did tonight in his solo, I don't think was particularly good. He did a few waves, and he didn't do any of his animation. So, he needs to be very careful next week, I think.
I think everyone's going to be surprised when they watch it on the West Coast. I mean, people already saw on the East Coast that, 2 hip-hop people stayed. But it's a good thing, not a bad thing, but I think people always kind of expect maybe you'll keep a hip-hop, but you guys kept 2 hip-hop.
There isn't a thought about that. Mariah is the only hip-hop girl, but you saw her performance tonight in Contemporary, and she was amazing, and I think Stacey Tookie was right to fight for her.
Now, tonight was another amazing show. We have to talk about how proud are you of the 2 dancers who got sent home this week to go out and still be able to perform? Because that's tough, man. That's tough.
Well, yeah, I think a lot of people outside of the dance world will admire that. But at the same time, when you're in the dance world, that's just a way of life, I've got to tell you. If you aren't accustomed to rejection, then you haven't done enough auditions. Because that's what happens in the audition world. You go along, you're rejected, goodbye, and you've got to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and get on with the next audition. And just the way it is. And I wouldn't have expected anything less from these brilliant dancers.
Lastly, just what, I know tonight it seemed like the performances got a lot more praise from you guys than last week. I think there was like a couple sticky ones. What do you think was the standout performance? 'Cause I know last week it was Fiction. I mean, he really blew off. Was there anyone that...
Still was for me. Friction and Amy, I still thought were fantastic tonight. They've got this light that when they walk on that stage, they just, it's uplifting. And it affects the audience, and it just puts a smile on your face. And at the end of the day, it's America's favorite dancer. We keep saying it. And if they go out there and make you smile and make you happy, you're going to vote for them. And I think that's what will happen.
And, of course, Snappy Tabs did amazing choreography, so it definitely synced off.
Yes, it did. I loved Mackenzie this week. I mean, my God, yes, it was sexy, but at the same time, the technique was incredible.
Absolutely. All right, well, we'll see who goes home next week, and it was an amazing night tonight here.
Thanks, Chris. Thank you.